Hello, welcome back to my channel once again. This is Shudipto Banerjee Vidyasagar channel, and you are all welcome to see the channel and get the proper tutorial in very short process. What is erythropoiesis? Erythropoiesis is the process which involves origin, development and maturation of red blood corpuscles showing various stages of the cells. What are the sites of erythropoiesis? The sites of erythropoiesis in the fetal life are from the mesenchyme of the yolk sac, from the liver, spleen and lymphoid organs, and from the bone marrow and liver during the last trimester. In children, from the red bone marrow in all the bones, and in adults, from the membranous bones and the head of long bones. Now, this is the process. You can see over here, this is the pluripotent hematopoietic stem cells, which forms blastocyte, this colony forming blastocyte, and from there it comes to proerythrocyte. From the proerythrocyte it becomes early normoblast stage by stage, then comes to intermediate normoblast, then late normoblast. You see the changes occurring in the nucleus. Here the nucleus was bigger, gradually the nucleus decreases in size. Coming to the late normoblast, you see the nucleus almost disappeared. In reticulocyte, it has become a reticular in shape and then becomes erythrocyte, where no nucleus is present. Coming to the other cell formation of platelets. From here, from the hemopoietic stem cell itself, megakaryocytes are produced. From megakaryocytes means large giant size nucleus with flagellated cells. Then it forms platelets by fragmentation. In case of WBC formation, there are two types, myeloblast and monoblast. The myeloblast forms promyelocyte. From there it forms three types of WBCs, neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil. These are all granulocytes. These cells gradually mature to form neutrophils, means nucleated neutrophils. You can see the neutrophils over here, the eosinophils and the basophils. In case of monoblast, the monoblast cell forms pre-monocyte and then forms the monocyte. And here lymphocyte has different thing, a different way of formation, because lymphocyte is totally different from other WBCs. In the form, they are different kinds of origin as well as different kind of function. They first form lymphoblast from the stem cells. From the lymphoblast it forms lymphocyte. So this is all about the formation of blood corpuscles. Now, what are the possible sizes? Variation in sizes of RBCs. They can be microcytes, means decrease in the size of RBCs. In case of iron deficiency anemia, there can be macrocytes, where there is increase in the size of RBC, as in the case of megaloblastic anemia. There can be anisocytosis, where unequal sizes of RBC is observed in case of pernicious anemia. What are the abnormal shapes of RBC? It is crenation. The one is crenation. You can see over here. Crenation means shrunken RBCs. Then spherocytosis means globular form of RBCs. Elliptocytosis means elliptical shape of RBCs. Sickle shape, which is crescent shaped or sickle cell in case of sickle cell anemia. Poikilocytosis means unusual shapes of RBCs. The lifespan of RBCs, normal lifespan is 120 days. It is determined by the method of radioisotopes. What is the fate of RBC after its lifespan? After the lifespan of RBC, means after 120 days, the RBC is destroyed and heme and globin are released. From heme, the iron and bilirubin are released. The iron is stored as ferritin in our body itself, and the globin part is stored as protein. How is the biconcavity of RBC is maintained? It is maintained by the presence of a contractile layer of lipoprotein molecule named spectrin in a fibrillar manner below the cell membrane. Now, what are the advantages? These are frequently asked questions, okay? What are the advantages of biconcave shape of RBC? First is, it can withstand considerable changes of osmotic pressure by altering the cell volume. Second is, it allows easy passage of RBC through narrow capillaries. And third is, it facilitates quick and optimal exchange of gases in and out of hemoglobin. What are the advantages of having no nucleus, no mitochondria, and no ribosome in RBC? It is to accommodate, now this is a very important question, it is to accommodate more and more of hemoglobin and also to decrease the use of oxygen by its own structure, and thereby increases the availability of oxygen to the other cells. Now, what are the disadvantages of non-nucleated RBCs? First is, it cannot multiply because without nucleus cell division is not possible. And second is, it cannot synthesize the necessary enzymes, so has a less lifespan. Which is the principal cation in RBCs? Potassium. What is the site of production of hemoglobin? The site of production of heme, remember, it is mitochondria. Heme is produced in the mitochondria. In which form is iron stored in reticuloendothelial cells of our body? It is in the form of ferritin and hemosiderin. Now these are also very important. Why are erythrocytes red in color? As you know, it is due to hemoglobin. What is the normal average ratio of WBC to RBC in human blood? It is 1:700. What is the normal RBC count? In adult males, it is 5 million per cubic millimeter of blood. In an adult females, it is 4.5 million per cubic millimeter of blood. There are certain things that you should know. What are the physiological conditions in which RBC count decreases? One is after the sleep, second is during pregnancy, and third is at high barometric pressure. Okay, these are the three things. So thank you. Thanks a lot for observing, and please